will stay closed for now. Alyson Hoag is the owner of Authentic Beauty Makeup Salon and Brow Studio, and she joins us now. Alyson, good morning, and thanks so much for being here.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, there's so many stories like yours out there. We feel for all the small businesses that have struggled through this. I know you have 9 employees that are mostly mothers that are the breadwinners of their family. So this is difficult. But the governor says that your business can open as of Friday, but you feel it's not the right time. Why?
Well, we received the news that we were allowed to open via the press conference, which I hadn't been watching, but as soon as it was announced, my phones, everything started just going crazy with people wanting to have services. Oh, you're going to be open. And, we had the order to still shelter in place for the next several weeks. And, until May 16th, I believe, is when we were mandated, and we were also given no direction as to ensure our safety. At the time, it took another 24 hours to get the information from the State Board of Cosmetology to let us know what their recommendations as to what it was to be safe. And in we're touching people, we're touching people's faces. We tweeze eyebrows only. And so there's a sneeze response when you tweeze somebody's eyebrows. So if the virus is spread by sneezing, we need to be in protective gear. I need the time to get the supplies to sterilize the studio. We're actually in the middle of renovating and painting and having to remove everything you see behind me to create a sterile environment. That's not going to happen overnight. And I have to look to medical advice and to infectious disease specialists and to make sure that it's safe for not only my employees, but of course for my guests. That have been my clients for over 20 years. I would never want to do anything to put any of us into, harm's way.
I understand just by following up on some of the information you provided that you haven't had revenue since early March. So can you weather this storm if you decide to keep your doors shut till you feel it is safe for your employees and your customers?
Well, we luckily, as a small business owner, I'm pretty nimble. We have had a GoFundMe to support our clients, to support our families of Authentic Beauty, and our clients have been unbelievably supportive. When we open, we will probably have to only have a certain amount of clients in the studio for the day, which will decrease our revenue as it is. We were very fortunate to be a recipient of a small grant. We have not received any of the PPP funding or any of the small business funding. And yeah, it's going to be incredibly difficult. I'm looking at actually being able to create a virtual platform. And actually, I'm in the middle of creating a virtual platform to be able to have our makeup services be brought online and doing everything that we can to reposition to create some revenue. It's incredibly difficult, and the stress of trying to keep my business that I've worked so hard for my whole life to have, it's just surreal that this is happening to us right now.
Alyson, we hear you, and we want the best for our small businesses in this country. We acknowledge you and all the other businesses out there as the engine of growth for our economy. So it's important that you are eventually able to reopen your doors and get those customers back. Yeah. Interesting to hear that you're already thinking about renovating and changing the way, the look and feel for your customer once they come in. I know they'll appreciate that once you do reopen your doors. Alyson, thanks for telling your story. We'd love to follow up with you in the future.
I would love that. Thank you so much for telling our story.
Okay, good luck to you. Thanks.